Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The guests of honor, the excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jambo, habari yenu? Karibuni sana. It is a pleasure welcome you to our celebration of National Day, of Omani National Day. The 18th of November of each year offer opportunity to reflect in Oman's achievement from our history to the resilience of 1970s and the progress of the recent year. The theme of my focus today is a harmony, which remains to the core of Oman identity. For centuries, Oman has been a crossroad for diverse people, united to share dreams. Harmony has guided our nation, enabling our achievement under His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq and the late Sultan, His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said, along with the dedication of the Omani people. Ladies and gentlemen, harmony is also centered to Oman's foreign policy, which is built on a dialogue, tolerance, and the promotion of the peace. However, the ongoing justice in the world are deeply concerned. Specifically, Oman condemns the violence in Palestine, where innocent civilians are suffering from bombings, starvation, and disease. Oman called for immediate ceasefire and Israel withdraw in line with the international law and UN resolutions. We also urge a strong global action such as economic sanction on the illegal Israeli settlement and the recognition of the state of Palestine. We must act to prevent further suffering and injustice, guided by the principle of harmony and respect for human rights. We also conscious against conflict, Zionism with the Judaism, a dangerous misrepresentation that fuels misunderstanding and division. In addressing global challenges, Oman believes that lasting solution cannot be achieved through force or marginalization. Our double standard, instead we advocate for collective security and stability through dialogue, justice, and cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate this auspicious event of Oman's National Day in the Republic of Kenya, it is imperative to have a glimpse for the bilateral relation between the two friendly countries. Over the last 48 years, since the establishment of the diplomatic relation between the two countries in 1976, our historical ties have developed into enhanced relations and cooperation in various fields. We have also made a big stride on all other areas, including political, economic, trade, and investment, with the many bilateral agreements at a various stage of achievement. Quite a number of cooperation projects have been achieved, especially in the area of culture, heritage, between the two relevant authorities in the two countries. To mention but a few: the establishment of Oman Gallery at Nairobi National Museum, renovation carried out at the Fort Jesus and Lamu Museum, and support for local projects and events. Ladies and gentlemen, domestically, Oman's Vision 2040 is our roadmap to sustainability development, focusing on economic growth, social progress, and the empowerment of the citizen. We are committed to physical stability, social welfare, and creating opportunity for youth and women to shape our future. Oman is also a leader to clean energy, with the ambition project to achieve net zero carbon emission by 2050. We are investing heavily in the green hydrogen, aiming for significant production by 2030 and 2050, positioning Oman as a key player in the global green transition. As Oman moves toward a sustainable and just future, we remain deeply committed to our value of peace, stability, and harmony. Even in a time of difficulty, we must remember the progress we have made and continue to work towards a better world. Thank you for joining us today and for your committed to support to Oman. Thank you all. I will take this opportunity to thank my colleague, Saeed Al-Amri and Khalid Al-Khatri, and also all the members of Oman Embassy. Thank you all for making this day happen. Thank you. Asante sana.
To commence our celebration program, let us pay due respect to the national anthems of the two friendly countries, the national anthem of Sultanate of Oman, followed by the national anthem of Republic of Kenya.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, Ambassador Nasra Salim Al-Hashim, Excellencies, Ambassadors, High Commissioner, Senior Government Officials, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. It is my pleasure to join you today to represent the government of the Republic of Kenya on this momentous occasion marking the 54th National Day of the Sultanate of Oman, a day when the people and the Sultanate of Oman reflect on the journey of a nation that has demonstrated resilience, unity, and remarkable progress. I commend the people of Oman for their tremendous achievements, and I extend my best wishes for the continued success in the implementation of your Vision 2040 strategy. Excellencies and ladies and gentlemen, today, as we gather to celebrate the milestone of the Sultanate of Oman, we also recognize the deep-rooted friendship and enduring ties between Kenya and Oman. Our friendship dates to the 17th century, shaped by trade, migration, and cultural exchanges that have enriched both our nations. The historical presence of Oman along the Kenyan coast, particularly in Mombasa, has forged vibrant cultural and familial connections that persist to this day. Many Kenyans proudly trace their lineage back to Oman, a testament that our shared heritage. This historical bond provides a strong foundation for enhanced cooperation in various sectors, especially in sustainable development. The strategic positions of our countries along the Indian Ocean open up unique opportunity for collaboration in fisheries, maritime resources, and the broader blue economy sector. Oman advancements in this area presents a valuable opportunity for Kenya, and we warmly invite Omani investors to partner with us in harnessing this vital resource. On the economic front, our trade relationship has significant potential for growth. Currently, Kenya exports to Oman stand at around 1.2 billion shillings, while we import from Oman about 1.5 billion shillings. Despite our close ties, Your Excellency, and this is something, at some point we have to have a deeper conversation. These figures indicate that we have only scratched the surface of what is possible. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to reiterate Kenya's readiness for strategic and purposeful engagement in various sectors of mutual interest, including labor, agriculture, irrigation, commerce, renewable energy, and affordable housing. Excellency, let me also confess that I got your initial invite last week, but I was away in Dubai, and I felt sad that I would have possibly missed the occasion because you know of our rich historical ties. For those that have visited Mombasa and Lamu, and largely the coastal strip, you will realize that many of our families, for one reason or another, whether by marriage or just ancestral historical issues, we have family in Oman. So, Your Excellency, I am here to represent the Kenyan government, but also to value our rich historical connection. And therefore, I'm grateful that you chose me to be your guest of honor. I'm looking forward again to come next year, inshallah. May Allah bless you.
Well, first, just to put it into perspective, the east coast of Africa has had relations with Oman for hundreds of years. Omani traders visited the east coast of Africa from Somalia all the way to Mozambique. And that history, if you come to a place like Lamu, you will find a lot of Omani influence in our architecture, in our food, and in our language. Because Swahili has a lot of Arabic words which are used in Kiswahili. Words like kitab, maktaba, and a lot of others. So our relation with Oman dates back centuries. And until 1963, the coast of Kenya was ruled by the Omani Sultan based in Zanzibar. So that was just to put things into perspective. But fast forward, modern day now, we enjoy a very good relation with the Sultanate of Oman. I know my county, my museum in Lamu was funded by the Omani government. Apart from that, a number of Oman NGOs, they come to assist us. Recently, we had even a program where they will come and teach. For Muslims to know Arabic is very, very crucial because the Quran is in Arabic. So in partnership with an NGO based in Oman, they are bringing us teachers to teach our people Arabic. And a lot of other organizations who bring assistance, food, dates, and apart from that, I must say we enjoy very, very good bilateral relations. Most recently, we are holding the Lamu Cultural Festival, and the Embassy of Oman is sponsoring some of the activities there.
You have got several projects across the country. Are you calling them to redouble the effort in projects that they have across the country in various sectors?
One of the good things, because of our background and the language we share, For example, the immediate former ambassador spoke fluent Swahili. The current ambassador speaks fluent Swahili. So even communicating is much easier. So of course, we want to deepen our relations. When during my first term as governor, I was invited as a guest of the government of Oman. I visited. We signed a memorandum of understanding. Fort Jesus Mombasa has benefited from the Omani government. So we are actually deepening our relations and calling on them to continue partnering with us. And we also hope that the Omani airline flight, which used to come to Mombasa, and then they stopped, and they're now going to Zanzibar. We're hoping that they will reopen that so that there'll be easy travel between our two countries.
Thank you very much, Shukran.
My name is Khalif Khalifa. I'm a director of Uhuru Muslim for Human Rights based in Mombasa. The history of Oman and Kenya, it is very, very long. But unfortunately, in terms of trade, the volume is very, very, very little. We expect that it should even go much, much higher than that. And the ties between Oman and Kenya is very cordial. And as you know, there are a lot of descendants of Oman like ourselves here, but we've been to this place for centuries ago. And we are really entrenched in this society as well as society for Oman.
So
let us hope.
Which area do you want them to invest more in Kenya?
You see, there are two things that Oman can invest from Kenya. Jambo la kwanza, there is mbuzi, ng'ombe, ambao Oman, sometimes they go to Somalia instead of coming to Kenya. So this trade must also, then there's issue of industry that Oman could import a lot of agricultural products from Kenya. And that has to be enhanced in a much bigger way. The volume so far, it's 1.2 billion. It is very, very small, but it can grow. I hope the ambassador is really trying very hard on this issue of trade between these two countries, which is very good.
Thank you very much, Baba. Shukran.
Assalamu alaikum for the listeners. At the moment, this time, all the embassies are supposed to do a lot of trade missions between their countries, our country, and to improve the trade. In my town, which I'm coming from, is Kilifi County. I'm in charge of the Chamber of Commerce in Kilifi County. Our governor is doing a trade fair and mission. He's welcoming all the investors to come, and there's a lot of potential in Kilifi. So instead of waiting for other people and other foreigners to come, we are welcoming the Omani embassy and the Omani business community to come and look for the opportunities and what kind of business they can invest in Kilifi County. At the same time, they can do it in the whole country. I know industrially, Oman is much more far better than us, so they can come and invest here. Everything here is cheaper. There's a lot of plots, and labor is cheaper in Kenya. Thank you very much.
I'm so happy today for KBS to receive. It's KBC. I'm so happy today to be in KBC TV television. Remarks our International National Day, the 84 of 18 November. It remarks a lot of things. We accomplished 48 years of bilateral relation with the Republic of Kenya. We are doing a lot of things in the side of culture, economic, motivation, the trade between the two countries, and in the future, inshallah, will be signed a lot of MOUs coming on, especially in the field of the blue economic, in that field, in the maritime issues, in the seafarers, in the economic bilateral trade agreements. I'm so happy to be today with you, and have good days. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The project what we are doing in Kenya already have been done. It is about the Fort Jesus, renovation of the Fort Jesus in Lamu Museum, and we have a beautiful gallery in National Museum Gallery in Nairobi. We look forward for extending more future projects in the future. I hope so. Maybe in Lamu, maybe on other sides in Kenya. Thank you a lot.
Thank you very much.